Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time, doing live free football picks from Europe and beyond. So make sure you stay tuned with us and like and subscribe and set notifications with us, because there are days like today when we're giving picks that go off today in minutes. So it's a good time to set those notifications to be alerted of our show. Also, a couple of things. Our promo code, you can save 20% off all pre and pick packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access our page by clicking the link in the description, then click on the All Cappers tab to get signed up. Also, love to hear from you guys, so make sure you post your comments, your picks in the comments below, and visit our site TonySpicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers and get signed up. You can see Paul's been on fire, her top unit producer over at TonySpicks.com. As you can see there, we've got the individual picks for sale here. We got some soccer going up here in just minutes, guys. So be sure to get on board here with Nick's play. We got Paul here with a best bet going off at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So not a good time to get on board there with Paul Legredos at TonySpicks.com as we're looking at some of the featured picks. Of course, we hit the best bets. Each capper can designate one pick per sport per card as a best bet, and you will find them there. I've got one up there. We got Nick and Paul up there again. A Monday best bet from Paul. Paul's been on fire with those best bets, 35, 14, and 4 over his last 53. So check him out there on the best bet page. $15 pick. Cappers can designate one other play per day from their card as a $15 premium pick, just to showcase their service out to you. You can see there are many up there, and many cappers are putting up their best bet there just to give a good impression. Nick has one there from soccer going off for in minutes. And of course, our 3-pack, good value now, but light the sports card today, so no 3 packs today with just one NFL up on the board on the major U.S. sports. So let's go ahead and let's get this underway. Let's welcome in Paul Legredos. If I'm over at TonySpicks.com. Paul, what's happening?
Yeah, it's been going great. I'm coming off an excellent weekend. We had a featured best bet won between Bayern Munich and Dortmund on Saturday. We had a best bet won on Sunday. I have another best bet for tonight. It's been going great with this best bets, 35, 14, and 4 now in the season. I'm looking to keep it up with another best bet tonight and best bet from the Champions League tomorrow. But first, I'm going to give you guys some free plays from various leagues, which are going live tonight, and one of them for the early matches of the Champions League tomorrow.
That's right. We've got a big card, 5-pack for you today. We'll get started here. Top of the hour, we go to La Liga with Big 5 here. We have Elche taking on Mallorca.
Yeah, this is going to be a bloodbath. This is not going to be an easy match, it's going to be the match to watch. You know, Mallorca, they're leading the league with 31 total cards in 7 matches, and they're also leading the league in cards per game with 4.43 per game. Now, Elche, they have the second most total cards with 25 cards in 7 matches, and the third most cards per match with 3.57. Elche's cards, you know, I think it's one of the props that if you followed all season, you must have made a lot of cash. You know, they've got 8, 4, 4, 3, 3, 1, and 7 cards in their matches so far. So if you're betting the over 3.5 cards or the over 2.5 cards on Elche, you must have made a ton of cash. And Mallorca stats are also insane. The total cards in Mallorca's matches so far have been 6, 9, 8, 7, 4, 15, and 6. So there's all kinds of brawls going on between Elche and Mallorca, and now these teams are playing against each other, and the referee is a very card-friendly referee with 5.22 cards per match in the La Liga last season, and this season he has officiated just a single match in the La Liga, which had 5 total cards and 2 red cards. So I think the easiest play for tonight is taking the over 5.5 cards, minus 135 here between Elche and Mallorca.
Paul Legredos, find his picks over at TonySpicks.com. La Liga action here for Monday. Top of the hour start here. We got Elche and Mallorca. He likes over 5.5 cards. Return minus 135. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Sally here. Join us here Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern time. If you would like, subscribe, set notifications, be alerted when we're live so you get these picks here from our expert handicapper, Paul Legredos. And again, days like today, we got games beginning in less than 35 minutes. You want to make sure you get on down and get this play. Let's continue on here with Soccer Daily. We move over to Peru Liga 1 here on Monday, about 2 hours from now, 4:30 Eastern time. It's Audax, Italiano, and Union La Calera.
Oh, it's actually Huancayo and Binancional, but still, Huancayo,
sorry.
they're unbeaten at home. Yeah, it's no worries. Huancayo, they're unbeaten at home with 4 wins and 3 draws. They've scored 16 goals and conceded just 6 in the process. Now, Binancional, they're winless on the road with 6 losses and 1 draw. They scored 4 goals and conceded 12 in the process. Now, Binancional, they conceded 2+ goals in 4 of their 7 away matches, and they conceded just 1 goal against 3 teams that are not doing so well at home. And they have scored very few goals. And Huancayo are one of the teams that have done a very good job at home. They've scored 16 goals so far, so we should expect them to score multiple goals against Binancional. So I'm taking a same game parlay of Huancayo moneyline and over 1.5 goals at -105 here.
All right, Paulo, go to find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Peru Liga 1 for Monday, 4:30 Eastern Time. Huancayo and Binancional. In this one, he likes Huancayo moneyline and over 1.5 goals. The return -105. All right, you guys are tuning in to Soccer Sell here, joined by Paulo Guedes. Find him over at Tony'sPicks.com, and a good time to get on board with Paul. He is the top unit producer over at Tony'sPicks.com right now, and he's got, best bets have been on fire. He has one right now going up over at the site, guys, so you want to be sure you get on board here as we are just minutes away from the start of this game, so you want to make sure you get Paul's passes right now. He's been on fire on the site. A very good best bet record here of 35, 14, and 4 his last 53, so get on board. He does have some plays here going up here on today, and you want to get on board with these best bets. He's been on absolute fire, so go ahead and get on board. Profit guarantee must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. That's profit guarantee right now. So far, and get on board. You can see Paul's fantastic results here for 2022. So get signed up. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Daily here, joined by Paulo Guedes. Paul, we continue on here. Now we move to Chile Primera Division here for Monday, 4:30 Eastern Time. We've got Audax, Italiano, and Union La Calera.
Yeah, Audax Italiano, they're 4th in the league with 40 points. They're currently sitting in the spots that lead to the Copa Sudamericana next season, and they need to keep winning. There's just 4 more matches to be played until the end of the season, and they need all the points they can get in order to secure that ticket and maybe upgrade it to a Copa Libertadores ticket. Now, they're 5 points behind Nublense. Nublense side who are playing against the 2 top teams in their last 2 matches of the season, so they're expected to drop points. And they're 7 points behind Curicó Unido, whom they're facing in the next match. Now, Audax Italiano, they have valid chances to make it to the top 3, but they have to beat Unión La Calera today. Now, Unión La Calera, they're sitting at the 12th spot of the league. They're 7 points above the red zone, so theoretically they're safe, and 8 points behind the top 7 spots. Now, they essentially need 1 more win in their 4 remaining matches to mathematically avoid the relegation, but a win here would push them 5 points behind the Copa Sudamericana spot. So they're not totally indifferent in this match. I would take Audax Italiano moneyline. I like at +130 here, but I think that's a very tricky match, and I'm gonna pass on the moneyline. However, I'm gonna play both teams to score at -120 because 5 of the last 6 matches between the 2 sides had both teams to score. Audax Italiano are leading the league in both teams to score with 18 and 8, and they have the second most both teams to score at home with 8 and 4. And Unión La Calera, they're 6 and 2 to the both teams to score in the last 8 on the road. And I think this is a trickier match than it looks. So I like both teams to score -120 here.
All right, Paulo, go to find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. We got Chile Primera Division here for a Monday, 4:30 Eastern Time. Kickoff in about 2 hours. We have Audax Italiano, Unión La Calera. In this one, he likes both teams to score. The return, a -120. All right, you continue here with us here on Soccer Daily. Join us Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us, because games like today, we got games beginning with 30 minutes and 2 hours. You want to make sure you get these plays. Be live with us. Let's continue on here with Soccer Daily. As we now move here to pick 4 from our 5-pack, we go to Colombia, Primera for Monday, 8:45 Eastern Time, Petrolera and Santa Fe.
Yeah, Petrolera, they're 18th in the league. It's a 20-team league, so they're 18th in the league, not doing so good, with 13 points, and they're coming off back-to-back losses. They're winless in their last 8 with 5 losses and 3 draws, and they've only beaten Cortuluá in their last 11, where they have 7 losses and 3 draws. Now, Cortuluá, they're sitting below them in the standings, and again, this is a 20-team league, and Petrolera, they're sitting at the 18th spot, so the only win in their last 11 matches came against a team that is actually worse than them. So I really don't see why Santa Fe are the underdogs here. They're coming off a huge 3-2 win against the Millonarios. and they climbed at the second spot of the league with just 1 point behind the top. So they're in really good shape lately, unbeaten in the last 4 and losing just 1 of the last 8. So I really think that this is a match where Santa Fe can actually avoid the loss. So I'm going Santa Fe on the pick'em line -105 here.
All right, Paul Legados find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Colombia, Primera here for Monday, 8:45 Eastern Time. We have Petrolera and Santa Fe. You like Santa Fe? Pick them here at -105. All right, you guys, tune in to Soccer Daily. Join us here Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. If you miss any of our picks, we will do a complete recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here with Soccer Daily. All right, we moved to Champions League here for Tuesday, early 12:45 Eastern Time, as Maccabi Haifa takes on Juventus.
Yeah, this is one of the early matches in the Champions League, and something fishy always happens, in those early matches. And Maccabi Haifa, they actually scored against Juventus in the previous match a week ago, and it was a match where Maccabi Haifa, they're an Israeli team, and they had a national holiday, and they had to fast for 24 hours prior to this game. So most of their starters they were benched because fasting really takes something from your energy. So even so, most of their starters were introduced in the game past the 60th minute. So they managed to score. They did lose by 3-1, but they did manage to score against Juventus, a Juventus side who, they started the season in a really weird manner, really mediocre. They did seem to bounce back with a 3-0 win against Bologna and a 3-1 win against Maccabi Haifa, but they quickly reverted to old habits when they lost to AC Milan by 2-0 over the weekend. So I think this is a dangerous spot for Juventus. I don't think this is a money line at -120. I don't think it's much more dangerous here. So I like Maccabi Haifa's chances to score. Juventus, even though they're bad defensively, their offense still keeps producing. So I like both teams to score, -125 here.
All right, Paul Legados find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Champions League action for Tuesday, Maccabi Haifa and Juventus. He likes both teams to score. The return, -125. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Center, joined by Paul Legados. Now, guys, this pick, we'll do a recap. Before we get to the recap, Paul, I want everybody to know what you have going over at Tony'sPicks.com, where you've been on absolute fire here. 35, 14, and 4 last 53 best bets. Top unit producer over at Tony's Picks. Last 7 days been on absolute fire. It's a Champions League week, Europa Conference in there as well. We're heading into into a good weekend. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Okay, I have a couple of plays. One of them goes live in about 25 minutes from now. A Monday game of the week, 3 p.m. midday best bet, and I have another an afternoon 3 p.m. Champions League destroyer for tomorrow. These plays are my absolute best for the start of the week. Of course, I'm going to be loading a couple of more Champions League plays for tomorrow. At least 1 or 2, and then we got Champions League on Wednesday, we got Europa League on Thursday, and then we have league matches all over again on the weekend, and then Champions League next week. So getting a 7-day pass or a 30-day pass will get you all of my plays. And keep in mind, guys, that in about a month from now, the World Cup starts. So there's going to be a whole lot of soccer, a whole lot of betting, and a whole lot of profits to be made. So, try me out with a weekly pass or a monthly pass or even a yearly pass, which actually offers you the best value out there, especially if you use that code that Tony gave you.
That's right, guys. Again, we're Paul Legados over at Tony'sPicks.com. As we mentioned here, Paul has been on fire here. 35, 14, and 4 last 53 best bets, all talking about over at the site. Action today, we got a best bet right now at top of the hour, so get on board right now with Paul with that. Also a best bet with Champions League tomorrow, Tuesday, so he's got that up there as well. So plays for you over on the site. A big weekend coming up. Well, of course, you can get here on a Monday. You want to try Paul out, you can get a 7-day all sports pass here from Paul Legados to get all of Paul's premium plays here for 7 days. Good weekend here of action coming up. Of course, you'll get all his soccer plays. Or if you prefer, as he mentioned, it is a World Cup year, so that 1 year all sports pass is a good time to get on board with that. You get all of Paul's plays from all the Big Five, all South American plays, and more from Paul with his premium plays. And of course, you could use this promo code here, TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. Significant savings when you get these long-term passes. And a 1 year all sports pass, that's $240 off that price tag. So great value right there. You can access Paul's page by clicking the link in the description, then clicking the all cappers tab and get signed up. That promo code will be used on any of the passes. If you just want to use it on the long-term passes, you just want to buy individual plays, it's up to you. You make the call. Just get signed up. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Sale here, joined by Paul Legados. Paul, it is now time for the recap.
Okay, La Liga on Monday, starting 3 p.m. Eastern, Elche versus Mallorca. We're going to take the over 5.5 cards at minus 135. Peru Liga 1, Monday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, Huancayo versus Binancional. We're going to take a same game parlay of Huancayo money line and over 1.5 goals at minus 105. Chile Primera División on Monday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, Audax Italiano versus Unión La Calera. We're going to take both teams to score minus 120 in this very, very sneaky match. Colombia Primera on Monday, 8:45 p.m. Eastern, Petrolera versus Santa Fe. We're going to go with Santa Fe on the pick'em line, minus 105. Final play tomorrow, Champions League on Tuesday, 12:45 p.m. Eastern, early match in the Champions League. These are always very tricky. Be very careful. Maccabi Haifa versus Juventus. We're going to take both teams to score minus 125.
There you go, the 5 here from Paul Legotis. Now, if you're looking for his best bet, you'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Simply click the link in the description. Under the All Cappers tab, click Paul's name and get signed up, guys, and use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll be able to save 20% off. Of course, that 20% off can use in any of the passes up there. The long-term passes will serve you well as well. We talked about that 1-year pass, so if you want to try them out 7 days, just use the promo code and get signed up. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition here of Soccer Picks Daily, guys. Make sure you join us tomorrow live here at 2:15 each time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in Paul. We'll have a 5-pack for you. Remember to like and subscribe and set the notifications so when we're live with you. Hey, a day like today, we got a game starting here at the top of the hour, another one starting in 2 hours. So you want to make sure you get these plays at a timely part of the day so you can make sure you get the best numbers. That's going to do it for our show, guys. Going to wave goodbye to you guys. Have a great afternoon, evening. We'll talk with you guys again tomorrow here on Soccer Picks Daily.